Right, welcome back to the another video. In this video, we are going to look at the security intelligence. So this one consists of the two parts. That is, one is the DNS policy, another one is the feed. So this feed will include as a whitelist and a blacklist. So anything on the blacklist will be blocked by default. Anything on the whitelist will be allowed. So DNS policy we'll be seeing in the coming video, so don't worry about that one for now. So let's look how to configure this one as security intelligence. So until now we have seen just a normal policies and all those things, pre-filter policy or something. Let's look into the security intelligence. So what I will do, I will go to my policies, access control policies, and I will edit the block. So this is my policy, I'm editing that one, and you have a tab called security intelligence over here. Right, security intelligence. So now by default, you can see that the default DNS policy is being applied, and whitelist and blacklist, these are provided by the Cisco. So you are not going to add anything in this one in the organization or production. Most of the time, everything is taken from the Cisco database itself. For the lab purpose, what I will do, I will go ahead and I will block 200.1.1.1 using the security intelligence. So if you remember, we have already allowed the traffic. If I go to my rules, I'm saying that inside to outside. So I am allowing traffic from inside to outside and DMZ on any port. That means I'm not specifying here anything. But using the security intelligence, I will block that 200.1.1.1. So to do that one, go to security intelligence tab and go to your networks. Select the server, that is server 2 for me, according to me. And now I will select add to blacklist. And you see that it is been added to blacklist. Click on save. And now blacklist means this is by default blocking. So before I deploy this one, so what I will do, before deploying, I will confirm that I am able to access that 200.1.1. See that I am able to access I am able to access 200.1. But I will apply the security intelligence now. See that control policy, click on this one and deploy. And using the security intelligence, it should block. And there is also another feature. If I go to my policy, until that is been deployed, we will see the geolocation also. So policies, access control policies. Edit on this one. So now for the geolocation, if you go to the security intelligence tabs, you do not find over there. Right? So overall, you cannot block on the geolocation, so you don't have any option for geolocation here. So you have to go to the rule. So particular rule, that means particular traffic that is being matched. For that traffic, you can block on the basis of geolocation. So if I go to my networks over here, and you can see that geolocation. So first you have to match the traffic, then you are able to allow or block according to your geolocation also. So now this policy says that it is been allowed, so no need to configure the geolocation. If you are configuring any policies in the block and you want to block the USA or China or something, you can do it here, selecting from here and just select it to the destination, not to the source. Because you are in some other country, you are going to the USA, you don't want your traffic to go to your USA or China, then you will make use of this geolocation. Right? So you don't want to mess up with your access control policy and still you want to block some of those servers, then you will make use of security intelligence. Right? So let me have a look whether my policy has been deployed or not. Still it is been deploying. So once this has been deployed, we will see that to lab, that is verification. I should not be able to go to 200.1.1, but I should be able to go to 100.1.1. So I will minimize this one. I will go to my PC now. And I will say that HTTP 200.1.1, it is not allowing. I will go to my HTTP 100.1.1.1, I'm able to access. It's the same router, but I'm not able to access on 200.1.1.1, but I'm able to access on 100.1.1. Right? So that was security intelligence, and that's you're not going to feeds. Everything will be done by the Cisco. So this will be updated on the Cisco database. You need not worry about that one. All right. So that's all for this video. See you in the next video.